What's up, everybody? It's Friday, and it's SHIRO Show. I'm Saturn Dave, and this is Traino Co. How's it going, man?
How's it doing? All right. Just hanging out, doing my hand wave thing, doing the hand thing.
I just realized that that rhymes. SHIRO Show, Saturn Dave, Traino Co.
Now let's start the show.
Let's start the show. So you've got a Snatcher shirt on, and I'm jealous.
I do have a Snatcher shirt on.
Can I snatch that shirt from you?
It's going Yeti. It's for sale.
Yeah. You're gonna have to send me a link. You said your sister, you got it as like a gift or something.
Yeah, I told my sister, hey, get me the Snatcher shirt, and she did.
That's awesome. Yeah, looks great.
Yeah.
It needs like a bullet hole in it though, right? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I could add one, but I don't think.
Yeah,
I
like
off on that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the shirt off when I add the bullet hole to it. Just being honest.
Martin says that we look like we're on the same couch, which
we are.
That's
We're
kind of the point.
now.
No, we're not on the same couch, but that is like that's
Technically, we are.
that's the goal.
Our images in our webcams are pointed on an area that looks like a couch.
This is true.
So we are on the couch, even though we're not on the couch. But we are on the couch, but we're not.
I am.
It's a theoretical thought experiment. Something about Schrodinger's couch.
Yeah. Hopefully, this time works for more of you people out there. I think this is when it's going to be from now on. My work schedule was a little different last week, but moving forward, I think 2:30 works. We got the stamp of approval from Night of Dragon, who said that he's off work, so he can like officially be in the chat and stuff like that.
You control us.
But yeah, so for all you guys, we were chatting up recently about the whole, YouTube, chasing the YouTube algorithm thing, and like how streaming can like be detrimental to your channel, and like it's ironic because that's pretty much what we do here. We pretty much almost exclusively stream, and then of course Pat uploads all the VODs again. But I mean, streaming isn't going anywhere for us. We're going to be doing that with the SHIRO Show. So you guys can certainly help us by subscribing and clicking the bell icon, and then sharing the channel with your friends, and then hopefully that way we can just beat that YouTube algorithm.
I thought that was a good segue. I like that.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I was thinking. Good. Like I was thinking about it in the shower as I do this, like a lot of something like, so, there's really nothing that we can do. I mean, as long as we continue to do SHIRO Show, we're going to be streaming. It's just it's inevitable. So, what you guys can do to help out is just help us share on social media, and click the bell icon so that when we're going live and everything like that. And then you can also, when you see it, you can share it out with your friends or anybody you think who might like Sega Saturn or like us talking about Sega Saturn-y things.
Yeah, and I think it helps that we're doing it where we put the VODs in another section, and then we have we have like little clips of the show, so that way people can easily digest it and
Absolutely.
have eye catchers.
Yeah, and if they're not interested, if there's something they're not interested in or whatever, then they don't have to watch everything, but they can pick and choose what stories they're interested in. So totally agree. Yeah, and I'm just reading some of these chats, some of these comments. Anyway, let's kick off the news since we have, wow, look at this. We have a lot of news to talk about. So I'll let you kick it off because this was your stream.
My stream? This is my stream. You're right. No, you mean my article. The
article it's your article about your stream. So go ahead, or your video that you did. Yeah.
Video. All right, we're going to talk about Dee Dee Planet, which is a game that was actually I don't know exactly what it's called, the next version of, or the spiritual successor of a ChuChu Rocket, which is another online oriented game that was released on the Dreamcast right in the beginning of its lifespan. We can't really talk today, can we?
No, I like it. It's lifestyle.
Our lifestyle determines our death style, quoting the worst album I've ever heard in my life.
So what can you tell us about this game?
So basically, it is. I guess. I considered it to be like Worms more actively, but I think you considered it more like Death Tank and the tank games, I guess.
Well, that's because of the big arrow that it looked like. and I'm not knowledgeable. I watched your video. I have not played this yet, so crucify me if you will. But
I will.
But I noticed that when you would press to launch, you would kind of build up power, and there would be like an arrow above your head, right?
Yeah.
That's just like Death Tank. That's just like the Death Tank games. And almost this game almost looked to me like a more like full realization of Death Tank.
Yeah, it pretty much was in that style. So basically, lots of you run on the platform, you control the power of your missiles, and you have different abilities. Like you can do mines, bombs. You could do remote detonations, like multiple bombs. So there's different game modes. There's 2 game modes where it's like the classic worms. You buy your weapons and then you have them on the side, or it's something like you choose your weapons and you battle. It's 2 different game modes, and it originally was slated to be released in 2001, but due to some networking issues on Sega's side, they couldn't get it working, and due to it being the end of the lifespan anyways, I guess they decided to pull the plug on Dee Dee Planet before it was even released, which is a big sadness because it's completely done minus the online features not working at all on it.
Right. But
I mean, it even has like support for like Dream Passport and all this other stuff.
They could have embedded it in another game, right? Like just like they did Death Tank, embedded it in another game to make it kind of like an unlockable feature or something like that.
I suppose it would have been nice if they added like ChuChu Rocket, like some of the ports that they had for that. But
yeah.
Sadly, that was never realized, and I guess because it was mostly meant for like online play, like a quick online experience, they didn't really bother with it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of a sadness, really, because I think it was a lot of fun playing it. It has a lot of cute charm of it, and the voices actually remind me of Ikaruga. If you listen to the things that had the voice samples, kind of remind me of Ikaruga a lot. But I don't know if maybe that's just a coincidence or well, it's technically Ikaruga. I think is. No, that's by a different company. I was thinking Rez, but it has that same vocal robot.
Exactly.
And
it's like a vocoder or something like that. But
exactly.
You know what? Martin is saying like the Dreamcast community wants to get this thing online. I imagine that they could, at least on the emulator side of things, like through online emulators and then like tunneling the controller input or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how they would do it, but seems like that's something doable. Now on the actual hardware, probably be more involved, but not impossible. I always wonder though with those things, like how much of it can you hack the image, and how much of it do you really need to like be able to like recompile, like decompile and then like recompile the actual game to be able to add that kind of functionality.
I think one of the big things is it probably would have to take advantage of like action replay codes to switch the server destinations,
right?
Or just buy the domain and control the servers yourself.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to really differentiate in what you could do for that and different approaches. But I mean, it'd be kind of hard unless you know like the server side of it. It's almost going to be kind of impossible. But I've seen crazier things before, so it wouldn't surprise me if the Dreamcast is able to really get that going and get it online. But but major props to PC Wizard 13, who really he in his whole article that the Dreamcast Junkyard put up, they put up his struggle with it like during COVID and trying to get the games from another Japanese a gamer and get the information from that. So it was difficult times trying to get all that information, and the only visual of that was in the Dreamcast vault for the longest time. But now I finally have the image ripped and we can play it, and it was probably the least hassle we've gotten from a Dreamcast game in a little while.
Yeah, no kidding.
Definitely
No
a lot
kidding.
easier than the Castlevania Resurrection situation.
Yeah, and by the way, Slowboy, yes, Martin Evans, who's also Slowboy in our Discord, I thought, I was like 99% sure that was you, but I didn't want to like call you Slowboy if I was like wrong, because I'm actually looking at my phone and the icons are like super tiny. So anyway, shouts to Slowboy. I acknowledge. I know what your name in our Discord is. I just was playing it safe.
But yeah, if you want to download the image, it's fully available. You can download it from I think it's on Media. I forgot.
You linked it, right?
Mediafire or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you linked it
in the article.
So,
yeah, you can go download that. Follow PC Wizard on Twitter. Let them know that this is awesome that we got this game, and throw it on your ODEs and play some Dee Dee Planet. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a CDI image yet, but just give it some time. I think they're working on that.
Yeah.
It's small enough, so it wouldn't surprise me if they were able to.
Do you use CDI images then? Because I usually use GDI normally.
I use GDI, but it's for people that want to burn CDs.
Gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, I've completely forgotten that side of things ever since I got a mode.
Yeah. No,
I hear you.
Have evolved.
Disc
We have
juggler.
evolved past.
The wonderful world of disc juggler.